Hello, sports fan. This is Steven Hill for JustMyPicks.com. I'm bringing you a special breakdown of the Denver Broncos taking on the New Orleans Saints. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates from Just My Picks when we make videos on YouTube. Now, without any further ado, let's hop right into the game action. Coming into this game, the Denver Broncos are struggling. The team is losing a lot of their key defensive players in games this season. You're looking at Aqib Talib with the bad back. You're looking at Wolf with the calf injury. It's a lot of these things that these guys are having to deal with that they didn't have to do last year on their way to a Super Bowl. And you got to keep in mind the cohesion, the play that they had together wasn't interrupted like this. So against the New Orleans Saints, they're going to be in New Orleans, of course, inside the Superdome. This is going to be an interesting matchup because you have to keep in mind Drew Brees, an assassin, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He's a perennial 4,000 yard a season kind of guy. And you think about, okay, the vaunted Denver Broncos defense. But this could be a very interesting matchup because the defense is not fully at 100%. Even with Brandon Marshall, he's suffering with a couple of injuries. He's not 100%. And at this point in the season, Drew Brees and the Saints are figuring out some of the mistakes that they made earlier, and Sean Payton is putting together excellent game plans as a head coach. Drew Brees is going to figure out a way to muster up some throws. He has to go deep, but he has to have protection up front. You got to keep in mind, Von Miller is still healthy. Von Miller can change a game by himself, as we saw in the Super Bowl. He can get to the quarterback. He can alter throws. He can alter the timing on plays. So you have to, if you're Drew Brees, get an extra tight end out there, get an extra blocker out there. You do have some pretty good wideouts. But Mark Ingram is going to be an X factor in this because the Saints normally cannot run the football on average like any other good team in the NFL. They can pass exceptionally well. Mark Ingram is going to have to do well in pass blocking. He's going to have to run the ball. I would say at least give them 100 yards on the ground. Not a $150, not 200. They need Mark Ingram to steadily be able to grind his defense down. Grind them, grind them, grind them. So in the fourth quarter, they have tired legs. They're constantly having to substitute. And when you constantly have to substitute, you can get the mismatches you need in the secondary and up front. So you can go to an up-tempo offense to where you don't have to stop and let them substitute if you're the Denver Broncos. So the Denver Broncos defense, pick them apart while you can if you're Drew Brees. Make sure they're constantly substituting, get their guys gas so you can constantly pick on players like third-string cornerbacks, fourth-string cornerbacks. You know, you want to make sure you get these matchups. You're at home in the Superdome, so it's going to be a live crowd. It's going to be very excited. You're going to have a Super Bowl champion coming in, so all the house money is going to be on New Orleans. You know, they have nothing to lose. They're trying to fight to stay within playoff chasing as far as they can. They're just, a game and a half back from the Atlanta Falcons, so they're not really out of it. Winning this game is going to be huge for the New Orleans Saints, and I'm picking them to win the game. I think Drew Brees and company have figured it out. I think that they will definitely get it done, and I think that these aren't the old New Orleans Saints. They're playing a little bit of defense, just a little bit. Not no defense, but just a little bit. But overall, I think that with everything said and with the injury situation, this is the perfect storm for Drew Brees and company to sneak in a little home victory against the Denver Broncos that if the defense was healthy, they probably wouldn't have a chance to win. So all you Broncos fans, all you Saints fans, leave your comments in the comment section below. Also, check out Just My Picks for all the breaking news on all the hottest updates in sports. And as always, we thank you for tuning in and check us out next week. We're breaking down some of the more hot NFL action. Thank you so very much.